Okay.
No.
Maybe all stand, please, so the commencement of our meeting. Now to navigate us through, I'd like to call Rotarian Victoria Ambrose, who will now be our mistress of ceremony for today's meeting. Rotarian Ambrose, thank you so much.
Where is she? She's Victoria? You didn't recognize her? She was up there,
Good
sorry.
afternoon, good evening, every one of you. It's certainly a pleasure to be here today. We will now begin by having our invocation, Rotary Grace, by Rotarian missionaries. Good afternoon, fellow Rotarians. Let us pray. We thank you, God, as we renew our dedication to the ideals of brotherhood, service, and peace, and as you give us the vision and energy to pursue them. Amen. Amen. Thank you, Rotary Missionaries, for that wonderful prayer, because prayer changes things.
We know I
We will now have the royal toast by the King and Commonwealth of the Bahamas, Rotarians of the
Yes. Is that what she's saying? Go ahead, Sabrina.
Hi. Good afternoon, fellow Rotarians. I'd like to raise our glass. A toast to the King of the Bahamas, a toast to the King and the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
To the King and the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Yeah. To the King and the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You may be seated. We will now have the welcome. We will now have the welcome by starting the rounds.
Don't ask.
Thank you so much, Rotarian Ambrose. Good afternoon. I just had a good chuckle there to the King of the Bahamas. Don't worry, Rotarians, Sabrina.
Thank you.
I believe that's in the making. We want to annex ourselves from Britain. So I guess, I don't know, maybe the King might be part of what we do later on, but not yet now. We hold it just for now. But good afternoon again, fellow Rotarians. What a wonderful, wonderful day it is. Another beautiful day in sunny Bahamas. Sunny Bahamas. Isn't it beautiful to be in sunny the Bahamas, Nassau to be exact. And I tell you, as I drove down Bay Street, it is lit. I mean, we have visitors from far and near, sprinkled all over Main Street downtown, and such a blessing there is. I mean, everybody's out and busy. Bus drivers about, taxis are out, straw market. It's filled. I tell you, we are getting our silver filled to God. With His glory, thank God for that. What a wonderful, wonderful blessing it is. Today we're going to have some very good presenters, and I'm quite sure all of you will be very, very intrigued and engaged with our guest presenters. So we want to just thank you so much for that. But we want to welcome those persons who have joined us and joined our meeting. Of course, you know, we are a hybrid club. And Madam President, last week, I must say, we started off slow, but boy, we had a good number. So all is not lost. RCN, we still have some good people coming in. The late ones who are coming, we welcome you to come in and join us in person. And of course, those of you who join us on hybrid. And remember, we pledged that at least 1 to 2 meetings you should be in person. At least 1 or 2 meetings per month. You know, if you can't make 2, at least 1 meeting a month. Come in person so we can actually to know you and familiarize ourselves with you. So we get to know you, all right? And that's what it's all about, in person, and so we can connect. But do we have any visiting Rotarians on the call? We'd like for you to open up your mic and chime in and just give us a warm welcome, or hi, or hello. Any visiting Rotarians on the call, Madam President? Do we have any visiting Rotarians on the call? Okay. If
Yeah,
none,
sorry. There is
Yes.
one. My name is Kasinti Bodhi, and this is my first meeting.
Oh, you're good enough. Okay, Bodhi, thanks so much, Ms. Bodhi, for visiting us. Who invited you, Ms. Bodhi?
I'm sorry. We just went a little ahead. This is Rotarian Tamika, and so I would like to introduce my guest again, Kasinti Bodhi, who is visiting with us. She wants to really give back to her community and find out exactly if Rotary is the right choice and the right era to go. And so we'll see how much she loves the #1 club in Nassau and see if she wants to be a Rotarian for the Rotary Club of Nassau.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Of course, yes, Madam Bodhi, at the right place. You park your car at the right place, the right service station. So to speak, Rotary Club of Nassau welcomes, and of course, we are a volunteer group of professionals who give our time and talent, all right, for the service of others. And so we hope that you will be inspired as we talk of this meeting. Thank you so much. Do we have any other visiting Rotarians or visitors of Rotarians on the call? Amtrak Express, we have Amtrak Express on the call. Who's that? Could you open up your mic? Who's representing Amtrak Express? Nobody? Oh, okay, it's one of the athletes. One of the athletes. Okay, so beautiful. That's good. Okay, well, welcome. We indeed pleased to have you join us at this time. And so nice to have you. Good. Madam President, there any more?
No, I see no others.
Okay, there are no others who are joining us by visitation or invitation. So we just want to welcome you all to our meeting, and we will move along and you'll hear further from me as we proceed. So, Madam Chair, I'm hearing numbers, would you kindly come and introduce our president.
Thank you very much, Rotarian, for the beautiful warm welcome. We will now move to favor with the announcements on the mouth.
All right, thank you so much. Just so you know, our secretaries, yes, I will be doing the secretaries of the club. All right, starting on, I hope you're paying attention to this table over here. Wait. So,
Yes.
so we don't need to get any fine on the table, right?
Yeah, Bishop Sam.
Okay, all right, thank you. Fellowship, you just collect money when it's time to find. Thank you. All right, so just a reminder, we do have the changeover, which is scheduled for Monday, July 3rd. We've been sending out reminders of your WhatsApp. We'll also send it out by email as well soon. We do have the tickets. We have 50 tickets here with us today. Thank you so much, Past President Dwayne, for helping me get those distributed. So please, I know we've been having persons put in the chat that they will be attending. So let me know how many tickets you need, how many you want, and we should make sure that those get to you. Thank you. And just again, want to just encourage all the members to come out. The numbers kind of be going up and down in person. So hopefully by, I guess in the next 10 minutes or so, you'll have more persons in, but, we are encouraging you to come out in person, President-elect, same person, I don't think Darren was here, that President-elect Darren. He's really pushing and encouraging members to come out. So, and helping him with that person, I'm just getting members to come out in person. We did have a joint meeting last night between the old new board, so that it could be a smooth transition. going into the new year. I think well, we were able to kind of execute, let them know what it is to expect, some of the things to look forward to going into the new year. I know they'll be meeting again tomorrow just to kind of get ready for the new year. So thank you again for your support. I mean, I know this is not my end of the year yet, but you know, because the tickets are out now, you're kind of feeling it. So thank you, please, like I said, let us know if you need tickets, how many you need, so that we can make sure that we get those to you and we can have a successful change. Thank you. Madam Chair. You're trying to get my money.
Thank you, Madam President. Thank you for that wonderful opportunity. We will now be able with our membership of the Rotarian teams.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's good to see and to hear everyone. This is your membership chair, Keno McCarthy, and we have a couple of things we're going to be celebrating today. The first thing I want to celebrate today as your membership is the fact that we already have a lot of our new members getting involved. I just want to celebrate them. Come on, let's give our new members who are already getting involved, doing the grace, doing the opening welcome and prayer. Let's give it up for them. Come on, give them a round of applause if you can. We want to encourage members when they join to get involved as soon as they join the Rotary Club of Nassau. They hit the ground running. But we have some celebrations. We have some celebrations for today. Let me quickly take a look at who's celebrating some special days. Let me let you know very quickly. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we have some anniversaries today. We have Rotarian Dwayne, 15 years. Come on, give it up for Dwayne Swaby, 15 years as a Rotarian. I don't, is Dwayne in there today?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Dwayne, stand up and take a bow. 15 years on being a Rotarian. Come on, let's give it up for Dwayne. Is the great Stephen Dean in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is not there, but let's give it up for Stephen. He's been a Rotarian for 14 years as of May 26th. Thank you so much for your service, Stephen. And we have Rotarian Deandra. Is Deandra in there today? Deandra, I don't know if she's online, but Deandra Lewis, she's celebrating 6 years, May 26th. Thank you so much for your service, Deandra. And of course, we have Rotarian Derica Pitt. Is Derica in our meeting today? Is she in person?
She's not in person, no.
Okay, so listen, for those persons who are not in person and who are not on the call, make sure tell them that they have a fine. Mr. Sergeant at Arms, if your anniversary and your birthday and you're not in person and you're not online, then you get a fine. Is that okay, Mr. Sergeant at Arms?
Yes, sir.
So they will make a contribution to RCN. So, but we want to celebrate these anniversaries they're doing, working and serving their country, serving each other. Service above self is what it's all about. We don't have any birthdays for today, but again, we want to encourage you. If you haven't connected with your buddy, I'm going to encourage you to please make sure reach out to your buddy this week. Let them know that you miss them and you want to see them at our next meeting. And I just want to reiterate, as our Sergeant at Arms said, at least one of our meetings, we encourage you to be in person. And of course, once a month, we normally will have a meeting with everybody. We'll have an evening meeting where we'll have a social, but I encourage you to continue to invite persons to become a part of the Rotary Club of Nassau, because it's a wonderful feeling just to be a part of a community of people that are making a difference. I'll see you all in a couple of minutes. I'm on my way. Have a great day, everyone.
I just wanted to mention as a part of your buddy popcorn, so when you remember that you said they're actually hosting the second, we actually have two buddies who are tag teaming as well to do the introduction for our guest speaker.
Yes, yes, I saw that. This is all about new members. So proud of our new members.
All right, so we can go straight into the introduction of our guest speaker then. So Nikita and Jamie, two new members, but they're also buddies. You can go ahead and introduce the guest speakers today, please.
Good afternoon, my fellow Rotarians. I have the task of introducing Gilbert Williams, National Director, Special Olympics, Bahamas. Gilbert Williams is a retired insurance executive with 35 years in sports coaching. He has multiple leaderships, management, and sports certifications, including Principles of Coaching, Unified Sports Coaching, Special Olympics Leadership Academy, and Child and Vulnerable Adult Safeguarding. Gilbert has served Special Olympics Bahamas for 13 years and is currently the coach and sports director. In 2016, he was appointed as the full-time national director.
Good afternoon, RCN. One of two unified partners to join Special Olympics Bahamas, Ms. Leslie Taylor took a bold step in 2011 and joined the Special Olympics Bahamas bowling program. She trained and competed locally for several years and got her first opportunity to compete internationally at the 2015 Special Olympics World Games in Los Angeles, California. This experience would land her a team bronze medal and a gold medal in the unified doubles competition. Leslie also competed in the unified doubles competition in bowling at the Special Olympics World Games in Abu Dhabi, UAE in 2019. Following the 2019 Games in Abu Dhabi, Leslie transitioned to coaching the bowling team and got her first experience as a coach when Special Olympics Bahamas competed in the 2022 Special Olympics USA Games in Orlando, Florida. Her current focus is preparing a team to compete in the 2023 Special Olympics World Games, which are slated to take place in Berlin, Germany, this June 12th through 25th. Leslie is currently a supervisor at BAF Financial in the customer service department. She is a member of the BAF Stars bowling team. In 2018, with the Employee of the Year and Humanitarian Awards. She was recognized again in 2019 for the Humanitarian Award. Leslie is passionate about helping others in her spare time, and she enjoys fishing and cooking. Fellow Rotarians, family, guests, and friends, please join me and my Rotarian buddy, Nikita, by welcoming today's speakers.
Good afternoon, Rotary Club of Nassau, and yes, I am delighted to be here today to share with you an insight on the topic, working with athletes with intellectual disabilities. For those of you who may not speak with the Special Olympics, I will give you a brief overview or history of the organization internationally and locally. From a backyard summer camp for people with intellectual disabilities to a global movement, Special Olympics has been changing lives and attitudes since 1968. Founded by Eunice Kennedy Shriver, she saw how unjustly and unfairly people with intellectual disabilities were treated. She decided to take action. The first Olympics World Games was held in Chicago in 1968 with approximately 1,000 athletes participating. In 2019, the movement had grown to over 5 million athletes from over 200 programs around the world. Since COVID, recent statistics indicate that there are approximately just over 3 million registered active athletes. Special Olympics' global mission is to provide year-round sport training and competition in a variety of Olympic-type sports for children and adults with intellectual disabilities. Special Olympics Bahamas was started around 1977 and made its first World Games appearance in 1979. Special Olympics Bahamas is a fully compliant, Bahamian registered, non-profit organization and is a fully accredited program with Special Olympics International. Governed by a board of directors and managed by a national director. It is volunteer-driven. While it engages in a number of fundraising initiatives, it depends heavily on donations, sponsorship, and a couple of relatively small government grants. Active programs are currently in 3 islands, Abaco, Grand Bahama, and New Providence, with a current membership of approximately 50 athletes and 25 regular volunteers. Our Abaco program was completely devastated by Hurricane Dorian, and rebuilding efforts were seriously hampered by COVID pandemic, which took a toll on our entire program. Sports training currently provided by Special Olympics Bahamas in 7 sports, which includes athletics, bocce, basketball, bowling, soccer, swimming, and tennis. The minimum age for an athlete participation in competition is 8 years to no maximum age. Special Olympics Bahamas has competed at all Summer World Games since 1979, which is held every 4 years, and is currently preparing a key number delegation to compete at this year's World Games in Berlin, Germany, June 17th to the 25th. My journey with Special Olympics Bahamas began about 13 years ago when I was invited to be a volunteer, particularly in the bowling program. I was not sure what to expect. However, the training that day inspired me to continue with the organization, and subsequently I became one of the first unified partners in Special Olympics Bahamas. This opportunity allowed me to compete along with 2 other athletes and a partner at the 2015 World Games in Los Angeles, California, where we captured the gold medal in the doubles and a bronze medal with the team event. A unified partner is an individual without intellectual disability who train and compete as a teammate alongside a Special Olympic athlete on a unified sports team. Unified partners can be any age with Special Olympics age competition criteria and the same age as the athlete they team up with. The purpose of unified sports is to break down the stereotypes about persons with intellectual disability and promote social inclusion through shared sports and training and competition experience. Team sports and training bring people together and is a quick path of friendship and understanding. I have recently transitioned to the role of bowling coach, where athletes look up to me to depend on me even more than before for guidance during competition. My experience thus far has been a rewarding one, just with the eagerness of the athletes during competition, their warm welcome at training, and the sense of inclusion for all. their disability does not hinder their ability to compete. Special Olympics is all about bringing out the best in everyone. Thank you. Special Olympics National Director David Williams will now come.
Madam President, executive members, visitors. I want to bid you a pleasant good afternoon. It is indeed a privilege to stand here before this illustrious membership to tell you a little bit about our organization. You've heard quite a bit from my colleague here, Leslie Taylor, but I want to share a couple of things additionally with you, and that is Special Olympics, and indeed Special Olympics Bahamas depends on two pillars, we call them. And those two pillars are volunteers and donations. Special Olympics Bahamas is constantly looking for volunteers to work with the program, and we are constantly looking for donations in order to execute our program. Volunteers can come in many forms. As Leslie is what we call a full-time volunteer. She has a full-time job to work, but as a coach, you have to really commit time and effort, energy, resources to the organization and to the athletes in particular. And then we have event volunteers, which is where most of our volunteers come from. And that is whenever we are holding a particular event, we have individuals who would call in or show up and want to volunteer for a couple of hours or half a day or for the full day. And so those are our event volunteers. As far as donations, Special Olympics Bahamas does what it can to, we say, support ourselves. We have fundraisers of our own, which we raise funds to assist with the administration of the program. As you heard in Leslie's presentation, we pretty much work all year round. We do give the athletes a break during the summer months, particularly, I want to say June, but we sort of do a lot of work in June. July and August in particular, there's no training, mostly because of the summer heat. But other than that, we train all year round in those 7 sports, and a lot of our athletes are multi-sport athletes, and so they're going from one sport to the next during the different training seasons. And so these are the areas that Special Olympics and Special Olympics Bahamas are built on. As far as donations, we do still depend heavily on the public, on individuals, as well as corporate Bahamas. We do get, and careful how I say this, we do get a few small grants, which we do appreciate from the government of the Bahamas. So we certainly appreciate their assistance, but certainly all of what I just spoke about, the donations, the grants, the fundraising that we do, all of that helps to make up whatever we need to run the program. And I will answer one of the frequently asked questions for you before you even ask. And that is that, what do you need? What does Special Olympics Bahamas need? Well, we always need, like I said, volunteers. We always need donations. And as I said earlier, but I didn't say it, but I'll say it now. No donation is too small. And we really mean that when we say that. You give me $10, I buy a case of water and take it out to training on Saturdays. If you give us $50,000, then we can put that towards the program. We, at around September, October of each year, we actually put our plans together for the ensuing year. And as I've said to many individuals, if we have $10, then we run a $10 program. If we get $50, then we run a $50 program. So we go ahead and plan all of the events that we think we need to run, particularly for our athletes. Our athletes are at the center of everything that we do. And once the year rolls in, what we have funding to do, we go ahead and execute those programs. Where we don't get funding, then obviously those programs are put on the side. So essentially, that I know we're on within a time frame, and I'm sure you can appreciate an organization that has been around for 50+ years. It would be impossible to tell you everything that we do and all about it in such a short space of time. So again, I want to thank you for allowing my colleague and I to come and share a little bit about Special Olympics Bahamas with you. And as your president indicated earlier, yes, one of our fundraisers that are coming up later this year in August 19th, in fact, we've left some raffle tickets. And so we certainly hope that we can get full support from the Rotary Club of Nassau. Thank you very much.
Okay, so the raffle will be held on August 19th at 6 p.m. at Stapleton School grounds. We have a selection of 21 prizes. The tickets are $5 each, or a book is $50. Some of the prizes include gas vouchers, millionaire gift certificates, one-day passes to Atlantis, $350 grocery voucher, laptop computer, and a $2,000 travel voucher is the top prize.
Thank you very much to Leslie Taylor and the Pavilions for such interesting, for all the interesting education they've given to us. I'm sure we've been interested to us in some way or each other. Is there any questions?
Go ahead. Go ahead, get us started.
I'm gonna leave the questions for the people on.
We want you to get it started.
Okay. I have a quick question. Mr. Williams, you said that the organization has been started since 1977, I think you said? Is it 77?
Yeah.
77. Do you find that over the last those years, do you find that with the athletes, we've increased in the amount of persons who with special abilities, disabilities? Do you find that those athletes are being encouraged? A lot of parents who may have children who may have a disability, are they encouraged to become a part of the organization?
So, Keno, that's here. So you
Oh,
speak just a little bit louder.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, thanks, sorry.
I'm sorry, my apologies. I should have indicated I normally do. I do wear a hearing aid in both ears, and so gotta speak real loud when you're talking in there.
Since 1977. Okay. Since 1977, do you find that you have increased in the amount of persons who join your organization? And also, I'm pretty sure there are other parents who are out there who may have children of special needs or disabilities. Have you encouraged persons to join your organization to make sure that they allow this organization to grow?
Right. Excellent question. In fact, our program had grown significantly over the years from we first introduced the program in 77. Unfortunately, in fact, we had at one point up to about 250 was registered as a part of Special Olympics Bahamas. In 2019, our Abaco program, which had roughly about 70 athlete studies in the program, including about maybe 8-9 volunteers, was completely devastated by the hurricane. As you're aware, the island was hit really hard. Athletes were all over the place. Some went to Andros, some they moved for some Grand Bahama, some to different parts of the states. And so we are still rebuilding our program in Abaco, mostly as a result of the hurricane. But then shortly after the hurricane, obviously there was the COVID pandemic, and that whatever rebuilding efforts had already begun, that actually took a further toll on the Abaco program. So right now in Abaco, for example, we have maybe about 4 or 5 athletes that are registered and active, and about 3 or 4 volunteers. Mostly we try to work through the ECC school, Every Child Counts. And so that's where we stand with Abaco. Grand Bahama had also taken a hit from the hurricane, and we did sort of bounce back fairly nicely after the hurricane, or started to, and then again the pandemic stepped in. In New Providence, same thing, where we weren't affected by the hurricane, but certainly by the COVID pandemic. And part of the problem or challenge, I should say, for us is having parents to get the athletes medicals done. One of the things that is required by Special Olympics Bahamas and Special Olympics all around the world is that the athletes must be medically cleared in order to participate in the various sports. For whatever reason, parents were reluctant to go back to get those medicals done. But a bit of good news, we are seeing some of the parents come forward now. I think they realize that this really Special Olympic really is the life of many of their children. You ask about getting the message out. We do everything we can, well, at least we think we do everything we can to get the word out. Social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. One of the things, the biggest challenge is in the Bahamas in particular, there is still a stigma attached to persons with intellectual disabilities. And there's still far too many parents, far too many family members that are embarrassed to indicate or for anybody to know. Some family members even hide it from other family members that they have a child or children with intellectual disabilities. So I think that's the one of the biggest fights that we're fighting. And then, I say it, I call it like it is. If you're not getting that push from the top, we talk about inclusion in this country, but that's what it is. We pay it a lot of lip service. And inclusion in this country is lagging far behind a lot of other countries. And so until our leaders, whether it be our government leaders, leaders of agencies, organizations, until they get involved, like persons like Leslie, through the Unified program perhaps, the struggle is real and the struggle will continue.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is there any more questions?
Even online,
I will see you online.
Okay, since there's no more questions, we will now have a thanks to the speaker from the Peter, from Rotarian. Thank you.
And again, my fellow, a special thank you Mr. Gilbert Williams for giving us a history of Special Olympics Bahamas. And I am most that we Rotarians, a service organization, interest has peaked on how we can assist, serve, or donate to Special Olympics Bahamas. Again, thank you for taking the time to inform us of such a great organization.
And on behalf of the buddies, Nikita and Sabrina, we do have some remotes that we'd like to use with our guest speakers. One for each of you. And you.
Oh, gosh. You got it?
Great. Just want to let you know, we start, we're looking at one. Make sure that we can- Hey, I am, thinking on like, okay? Yes, yeah, thank you. So much.
Thank you all very much. We will now have the raffle and prize by Rotarian Way.
Okay, again, we'll be interested. We give us our prize. We'll be out some raffle tickets here. Our guest speaker would have bought some raffle tickets, Madam President. And so I think that it would be more fitting if we as Rotarians here now make a pledge to our Special Olympics people in person. And so we have our tickets and we're selling books. We're selling books. $50 each book. It goes towards the Special Olympics. Okay, we have one over there. We have a book over there. Who else you have a book? Larry, do we have a book from you?
Yeah, yeah.
We have a book from Larry. Stephen will get a book. You know, a book.
Make a donation, man.
Okay.
Yeah, we leaving some.
Yes. You got an extra books. Yeah, very important, and I can't agree with our presenters. Yeah, we in Bahamas, we stigmatize things and we don't support the most vulnerable in our community. But I'm quite sure, Madam President, you can go back and say that we at the Rotary Club of Nassau, we think otherwise. All right, so we support your program, we support what's going on, and we will continue to encourage others likewise to support very important initiative. Are we still online? Madam President?
Yep, we are.
If we are online, can we have a show of hands of those persons online who would like to get a book? Who would like to a raffle book with tickets, but of course towards a worthy cause. And if you're online, please show of hands. Shelby online. That's another one online. Let's hold a book for Shelby.
Monique Palasimo.
Monique is online. That's another book. Thank you very much. Who else do we have online?
Who else online?
Catherine. So we can make
Catherine. That's already three.
Yeah. Catherine online. You want to thank our online people? Let's go hold three. The three over there by Kino. Put the three by Kino there.
You should have no more books. How many more books?
We got Catherine.
Shelby, Catherine, and Monique.
Okay, Shelby.
How many more books you have left?
Online. Who else online would like to support a worthy cause?
How many more books you have left, Stephen?
We got plenty more books left. Anyone else online would like to make a worthy cause?
Who's that?
What's the name?
Grammy?
Top prize is $2,000 airline ticket. Why, that make a take me just to buy it. Danny,
Danny Ramming.
Danny, who else we got? $2,000 is the top prize. Who knows, you have $50 investment in this very, very important program. They yield a trip to Dubai.
Please ask me, but.
Okay, at the bottom of the world.
We have a question, hold on,
Yes, we got a question
Give an
there.
offer, really.
from Maxine, hold on.
Okay, we're carrying Maxine. You want to open the mic and ask a question? Or I'll be put it in the chat.
Laverne Major as well, Stephen. So what,
Laverne Major wants a book as well?
yes.
Okay, good.
So, what Maxine is saying is she wants to partner, with Special Olympics, so she would like them to call her, so she left her number.
Good. So we're carrying Maxine
We put it down for book.
for book, but better yet, but better yet, Maxine wears several hats, and she is one of our parliament, she is she's a senator, and she would like to partner with you. Okay, we're carrying Maxine, we'll give the number to you, so you can call her, and I'm quite sure she will get things done.
Laverne,
You'll get it done.
Laverne also would like to get a book, please.
Laverne,
Laverne Major.
Laverne would also like to get a book.
Major.
I tell you, this is where that RCN, man, we are giving bunch. And we're gonna help you. So you come to the right place, so. You plant your seed in the right spot.
You got it, good. That's good.
And God is gonna bless you.
That's right.
And you're gonna get, we get RCN, that's what we do. We are service above self. And what better way to serve those persons who might be, in need at this time? What better way? And we want to really thank you, my dear, for your support and your assistance, as was mentioned, being there on the ground. So we want to thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So much. Okay, good. So, now we got to go to polio. We have to support our brothers and sisters who are suffering from polio all around the world. So those Rotarians who showed up here today and forgot and did not wear your badge of honor, your pin, please identify yourself so you can get a love gift. Who we have here?
Samuel's been today?
We have Reverend Sambu. You got yours? Okay, good. You got it. Grab your number, boy. You like yours.
You don't bring your pen again?
No,
John was supposed to bring me a pen.
John, he explained me that. But you celebrate, like you have a carry on with your babies. I lost $10. Okay, $10. But you're sitting on the place today.
Oh, that's so
Yes,
good.
anniversary.
Just the anniversary. Just because the
Anniversary.
That's good way. Just the anniversary.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. Boys.
Sound phone going on?
Yes, I'm doing it. You're saying something.
Oh, sorry.
Be careful.
We get so happy. Those of you who are in Zone land, check yourself, and if you do not have your pin on, please raise your hand, and we'll carry Kino, be more than happy to make a note so that we can collect your fine from you, because we really need to find the 6 hours into the police. Okay. Okay, what we can do is, Madam President will be responsible for that thing.
Just give
Okay,
it.
Madam President will be responsible for that thing. So, yes. Is it, what would it be possible?
Pay there, pay the rate.
Good. Beautiful. Okay, let's make it easy for you. For those of you who did not even support, who didn't make up your minds yet, but who would like to make up your minds at some point, you can pay through the RCN bank account. Just make a note on it. Just make a note on it. You can pay through the RCN bank account, and that's how most of us pay our fees. So through the RCN bank account, you can make a payment and make a note on it for the Special Olympics. And of course, Madam President will be responsible for collecting it. Thank you so much, Madam President. You facilitated that very well. And you have to be commended. So thank you so much. Yes, ma'am. I did the book as well. Oh, much is given, much is required. And those of us who are all our faculty, you have the support. Thank you so much, Madam President. Madam Chair.
No, I mean, yes.
Sheila, when you said Sheila has a fine for knocking on the computer?
Yeah.
I make a donation.
Yeah.
I make a donation.
Oh, you want to pay for mine? Yes, Tina, it's lucky you didn't have to wait for fix it.
Oh, yeah, I mean $2,000. Yeah, I got it.
Thank you very much. We will now have the four-way pass and the rolling post by, so that is by, guilty, I'm sorry.
Come on, Vicky, let's do it.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Good afternoon, everyone. Before we get. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all Americans? Will it build goodwill?
Friendships. Messages to our concern. And really live life.
Can everyone join me in a toast? To all Rotarians and guests, the women with us out here, and those Rotarians and guests who are here, let us join the Rotarians everywhere in the toast to Rotary all over the world.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. You may be seated. Round of applause to our new members. Thank you so much. So just as a reminder, closing out, if you want to book for the raffle that's coming up on the 19th of August, please reach out to me, let me know. I will, get it to you and select for it as well. Also, the tickets are out for the changeover, so you can message me directly or you can put it in the chat so that we know who to get the tickets to. Thank you so much, and look forward to seeing you all, mainly in person, of course, in person. Stephen, no charge this week, so they can tell the person to come out to the meeting in person.
We gotta find them. We
gotta find them.
We can shut down Zoom for 1 month.
For 1 month,
Yeah,
okay, all right. Okay, all right, thank you, and with that, enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and thank you so much, good day.
Take photo.
Oh, yes. Yeah, when you were giving it.
Sure.